I was bullied a lot in high school, called faggot. I remember one time in the town we lived in, which was sort of a middle-class, blue-collar town, being chased through the streets by a bunch of guys when I was with a woman friend. I started to have relationships with guys at that time without really being conscious of its effect on my identity. It was unclear, I never really thought, oh, now I'm gay, until I went to study abroad my senior year of college, and in Spain and Italy, and that's really where I came out. It was very easy there. I didn't know anyone there, and I just remember being on the street in Madrid and a man coming up, a young man, but he seemed old at the time, he was probably 28, started to talk to me and asked if I'd like to see some of the city, and he took me around to various bars, and he became my boyfriend in Madrid. And I came, and that's when I came out to myself. And I think that the first person you have to come out to is yourself. You have to sort of embrace the identity. It wasn't easy for me. I had a girlfriend back home. In fact, I met another guy. I broke up with the girl. We're still good friends. I was maid of honor at her wedding. And the guy became my first serious boyfriend, and we were together for almost 3 years. My boyfriend Chris and I both wrote letters to our mothers and fathers saying we had met somebody and we were in a relationship and we were very happy. I was 21 at the time. And Christopher heard back from his parents, who were conservative Middle Westerners, and they were very accepting. And I, with the liberal Jewish New York parents, didn't hear a thing. And after a couple weeks, I called home, and my mother was hysterical. My father was nasty. And she called me every name in the book, and we didn't talk for a year, and it was very difficult. In fact, my brother, one of my two brothers is gay, and when he came out to my parents, they blamed me. And then I went to law school thinking everything would be fine, and I'm sort of an outgoing guy. And I ran for student rep, and you have to pass a petition around. And I took my, I passed it around and I took it home, and after my name someone wrote, "is a faggot." And there I was horrified and scared. And I kept quiet after that. I didn't tell my very close friends I was gay until later in the year. And my first job out of law school was at a big Boston law firm. People were talking about me behind my back all the time. I met somebody, the partner's administrator, the main administrator of the law firm. I met him at a gay bar. And he told me that, oh yeah, we talked about you at the partners meeting, and well, they weren't happy with your work, but it wasn't because you were gay. They spent about 15 or 20 minutes discussing the fact that you were gay and then decided that wasn't the problem. But obviously, they wouldn't spend 20 minutes talking about somebody being straight. So I left the law firm and I came to BU. Things have gotten better, a lot better. I got married 2 years ago to a man I've been with for 12 years. My mother came to the wedding. She was happy. She loves him. He's a doctor. I'm totally out at work. I'm faculty advisor to the law students' GLBTQ organization. And I've been out to the last 3 deans, and they've been very supportive. When I think back to high school and even law school, I can see how much things have changed for gay students and gay people here in the US. Things that I couldn't have imagined 20 years ago are reality now. I remember teaching a class on gay and lesbian rights in the late 80s, and we were talking about same-sex marriage, and one of the students in the class, who was the son of a preacher and straight, said, "You guys are crazy. This is never going to happen." But here we are in Massachusetts getting married. Things have really gotten better, and I really feel like a part of BU and a part of the community. I've been active where I lived. I was chairman of the Beacon Hill Civic Association. I was a town meeting member in Brookline. Things that a gay man could never have done 20 or 30 years ago when I was 30 or 40 years ago when I was growing up. So if you're being bullied, if your family has rejected you, which happens all too often, don't give up hope. They'll come around. They will come around.